Okay.
Hi, I'm Lydia.
And I'm Jordan.
Our other group members are Christina, Mikey, and John.
And we are the LGBTQ peer pressure group. First, we were going to start with our flaws with our group because obviously
we're not all here.
Yeah. So we've had a lot of trouble with getting everyone together and doing everything on time and not doing it up to the last minute.
It's difficult to get everyone in the meetings because everybody has too much stuff to do and our times just never mesh well. Also, there's communication errors, so we'll all be texting in a group text and several people won't respond. We also have trouble with late submissions. The work was done on time but not submitted on time.
Again, because of communication errors.
What we've done so far, we started off with the research paper, obviously.
Everyone in our group helped with this project, and we kind of all found articles, and we discussed each article and found things that were really eye-opening. One thing that we thought was extremely eye-opening and awesome was that the new pope that just got, elected or whatever, he made a statement that he was okay with gays, and this has never been okay
especially in the Catholic faith. Yeah. Another thing that was really eye-opening was the suicide rates of non-heterosexual teenagers. I guess none of us really realized that was such a great majority. About, what was it, like a third?
Yeah, 1 in every 3 LGBTQ teen attempts or succeeds in suicide.
So those were a couple of the eye-opening things that we discovered in our research. The next thing was our interview questions. Jordan and I came up with all of our questions while we were together in class, and we communicated those with the other group members, and they never replied. Yeah, they never had any input on the interview questions.
Which again was just kind of frustrating. But we went ahead and we each found one person to interview. And she interviewed someone from the actual LGBTQ center, the director.
Yeah, the queer, or what was it? Sorry, the transgender portion of LGBTQ center. And I had stated when and where I was doing this interview at, and John said that he was going to try to come, but he ended up having a doctor's appointment, so he couldn't make it. And Mikey and Christina
just had a lot going on during the week that we were going to try to do the interviews. For me, I live across from a girl that is bisexual. She was in my learning community, and I decided that I kind of knew her and she's pretty open about her sexuality. So I asked her if she would do an interview, and I wouldn't say we're like real good friends, but we're in the same classes, learning community, so we obviously know each other. And I just kind of asked her normal questions. Like, one of the ones that kind of shocked me was that her family, some of them still don't know that she is bisexual. She's scared to tell some of them because they are like extremely religious people, and she's just too scared to tell them. But some of her family is completely open with it and is okay and accepting of it, which was very helpful, I think, to her. She felt more relaxed and comfortable with that.
So since Jordan and I were the only ones that were at these interviews, we had to write the whole interview reflection paper ourselves. So which wasn't hard because obviously we were present for those. And then the last thing that we did was our first action. We decided to have Christina, John, and Mikey do this because they weren't there for the interviews. From what we know through the texts that we saw, They emailed you the paper on Friday to get it confirmed with you, and then I think there was some sort of an error in communication because it didn't get submitted on Monday when it was supposed to be. And I spoke to John on Tuesday, and he said that he didn't really understand what was going on, and he had mailed out our letters to the newspapers on Monday because he had thought Christina had emailed them out earlier, but there was some communication errors there as well.
So just overall, it's tough doing group projects, especially one that's all semester, because everyone does have different schedules and it's really hard to communicate. And people don't realize that by them not communicating to a message, it adds more confusion to the problems we are already having. But even with that, we still, I feel like, I don't know about the rest of them, I can't speak for them, but for me personally, I've learned a lot with this MAP project, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to learn more about a different organization and something that I'm not very well known with.
Yeah, I agree with that because I definitely did not have very much knowledge on anything about gay, bisexual, or transgender people. And when I interviewed a transgender, she was very open about it and answered all my questions. My very first question was, do you want me to use male or female pronouns with you? And she told me either one. And it was just really a learning experience doing these interviews and the other research that we've done for this project.
And I think that's it. So thank you.